Hey, what's up guys? Bennett here. I'm going to try to make this video short, but I want to give the general updates from the disclosure statement, essentially how much people will be getting back if the Fahrenheit plan goes through. So I just want to dive into my Twitter really quick. And also, if you haven't subscribed, you really need to, because this is a moving target and there will be a time to vote and there may be changes to the disclosure statement. So you definitely want to subscribe to my YouTube station. I hate saying that because it sounds sleazy, but you really want to. All right, so basically, people who have an earned claim, meaning most of you, will get 36.4% back in liquid crypto and another 33.3% back of recovery stock. Now, it's actually a little bit less than 36% because of the price of Bitcoin. So this 36% is basically in USD value at the time of the bankruptcy petition when Bitcoin was 20,000 bucks. So now that Bitcoin is 30, we will be getting back less coins, but I'll cover that a little bit later in the video. So they're comparing how much we get back from the NewCo to an orderly wind down versus a liquidation. And through this entire 383 pages, they are making the argument that we creditors will get more money back or more value back if the Fahrenheit plan goes through. And that is really what I'll be talking about in this video and future videos is this true? And should we vote in favor of this plan? Or is it better just to go through a liquidation? So that's really going to be the theme of the next probably couple weeks of me making these videos, especially as we get more information. So basically through a wind down, we'd get 60.8%, a liquidation 45%, and the general earn claim around 69%. But again, half of that or so would be in a stock or equity, and we don't really know exactly how accurately that will be valued. So there will be a way to get more crypto or more stock. So basically, if you want to get more equity in the company, you can do so and you will get a lot more equity if you decide to say, hey, I want less of my crypto, but I want more equity in this company. So there will be a way to do that. Clawbacks are going to still be pursued. That is going to be the same from NovaWolf's plan. Essentially, if you withdrew $100,000 to $250,000 90 days before the petition, so starting April 14th, 2022, they may come after you for that money. So basically, join the Telegram group below because that is going to be your best defense, and there will be defenses for that. Insiders are still going to be pursued. So Alex, Nuke, Daniel, all the LLCs that they hold, those are still going to be pursued. Flare tokens, you guys are going to get it as an earn claim, so no worries there. No old Celsius officers are going to be a part of this new company. This is not going to be Celsius 2.0. And really, again, they're arguing that the Fahrenheit plan is better than a Chapter 7 liquidation and an orderly wind down. So that's really what they need to prove and what they kind of proved in this disclosure statement, at least a little bit, which I'll again cover in this video and future videos. So they give a lot of estimates on how much all the illiquid assets are worth, basically, if you were to sell everything, right? So they had to do all of these financials. So a lot of people like Crypto Yellow and others are going over the financials to see if we will get back a lot more or how much more liquid crypto if we do an orderly wind down. Because a lot of people, for good reason, really just want as much crypto back as possible, and we'd rather just get that crypto back and not trust another company to make us money because, you know, for good reason, that's kind of how we got here in the first place. So before I dive into more of the disclosure statement, there was a settlement with Series B, so they were the equity holders and they were trying to fight to try to get more money. Basically, there's a settlement, so that should be in the past and we shouldn't hear from them anymore. $24 million goes to the legal fees and only $1 million goes to the client. So as always, the lawyers definitely win. So talking about our actual recovery with this plan, basically Bitcoin price has gone up approximately 1.5 times, which means that 36.4% back translates to approximately 24% back on today's Bitcoin price. And for Ethereum, it's around a 22% back recovery. So what this means is that the more Bitcoin and ETH go up in value, so the more the price of Bitcoin and ETH go up in terms of US dollar value, the less in-kind recovery for earned creditors. So the less actual coins we get back. So that is kind of the challenge here, and we've known this for months basically because our claims are locked in at the price of the bankruptcy petition, and back then crypto was worth a lot less. So that's what they're saying here. So probably within the next month or two, there will be a time to vote on the plan, and that's why I say make sure to follow me because when that time comes, I will definitely let you know how I'm voting and what that all means. So Crypto Hunter X on Twitter did a deep dive into the NewCo plan and I just want to cover a little bit from the slides. These were in the disclosure statement, but I just want to go over his tweet. So basically this new co is going to be two different things: Bitcoin mining and Ethereum staking. But it's important to remember that Fahrenheit is going to be wanting $500 million. So $300 million is going to go towards, I believe, Ethereum staking. $200 million is going to go towards the mining. Now, what's going to happen is that the proceeds from the Ethereum staking business is going to go into the Bitcoin mining business. And really, the idea is that this Bitcoin mining business will be listed on NASDAQ, and then we will be essentially stockholders or equity holders in this company. And that will give us more money back than if we just held the Bitcoin and Ethereum by ourselves, rather than paying them to stake our Ethereum for us, which is a little bit iffy because they are just taking fees for doing something that we may be able to do on our own. And also the SEC may have a problem with that because now the SEC is up everyone's butt right now, especially when it comes to staking. And this whole idea of being made whole, a lot of people are giving pushback to this because there's two ways to be made whole. You could be made whole in USD value. So basically you can get 100% of the USD value of your claim because again, Bitcoin is locked at 20,000, Ethereum is around $1,000. So if you just held Bitcoin and Ethereum into the next bull run, you'll be made whole, right, in terms of US dollars. But this whole idea of being made whole in crypto, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Just to let you guys know, the only way that could possibly happen is if this new co is so freaking amazing and it does something like what a MicroStrategy did. Basically, the market valued it at a premium and then we can cash out when it goes public. Other than that, I don't really know, and that's part of what Crypto Hunter X is saying as well. So more on that, Fahrenheit is basically saying that their new co-mining operation may be one of the largest miners along with Riot and Marathon. So that's kind of the pitch from Fahrenheit. So there will be the mining business and then the staking business that can bring $180 million a year in revenue over 5 years, which is nothing to make depositors whole. And I kind of agree with Crypto Hunter X on this, and my views can change. That's why, this is an evolving thought process and conversation for me. But basically, why are we giving them our Ethereum to stake? Just give that back to us. Well, the reason from Fahrenheit's perspective is that the revenue from the Ethereum staking is going to go into the Bitcoin mining, and that's going to grow the Bitcoin mining, right? So we're giving them our Ethereum to stake. That's going to generate revenue, and that revenue is going to go to build out the mining infrastructure and the mining business, take it public on NASDAQ, and then we become, super rich. That's kind of the pitch. Fahrenheit is also saying that they will be doing DeFi and VC venture capital investments. Two things that I'm not super pumped about necessarily. I mean, that's a very, very risky play. Maybe if you invest in the right companies before the next bull run, you could do incredibly well, but it is a risky bet. So this is where they say that the new co could be like MicroStrategy and have this insane premium. And this is how, basically, they're saying that we could be made whole and actually be made more than whole. So we will see what happens with this. Again, make sure to subscribe if you have not already. So I want to pause and talk about two things really quick. The first, there have been some fake emails that are phishing attempts from malicious people that want to steal your money, saying that they can give you 46% recovery. So if you're getting any emails from somebody that says they work at Celsius, they're not, and you want to delete those emails immediately. This came in through the docket, and just be aware that these emails are not ones that you want to engage with, and you don't want to click on the link. You do not want to connect your wallet to whatever they're doing. If you connect your MetaMask to whatever they say to connect it to, they're going to steal all your money. So there is no offer of like 40, 50, 60%. So just completely delete those emails. And also I want to encourage you guys to get a VPN. NordVPN is the one that I use and I've been using for a very, very long time. So if you get the 2-year plan, they're giving 1 extra month. Basically, you can buy 2 years and it's literally $3.35 a month, which is nothing. So a VPN is very, very good to always have on for privacy, security, and also to, do some things in the crypto world that maybe if you live in a certain jurisdiction, you're not able to. There's also that benefit as well. I'm definitely not telling you to do things like that, but that is something that you can use a VPN for. So if you don't have a VPN and want to get a VPN, go ahead and use my link below and you will get this offer from NordVPN. So let me just finish off with some final thoughts right now. Basically, we need to know with 100% clarity or certainty that this new co is going to bring us more money than if we liquidated. That's really the issue right now. Now, you have power to vote, and as I get more educated in this stuff, and maybe as more information comes out, I will definitely let you know what my thoughts are about this. I'm still not 100% in either camp because we need more information and we need the community to do more of a deep dive into some of these topics. Because possibly just holding Bitcoin and Ethereum, just giving us back, 50-50 ETH in Bitcoin may be better than investing or doing a forced investment into another company that then is going to, again, use our money to stake our Ethereum and invest into mining. It's just a lot of unknowns and we don't know for certain yet. So one of the criticisms with this plan is that there is not a lending business. So with NovaWolf's plan, remember them? They were a few months ago. And also when Simon Dixon was talking about his plan last summer, there was a lending business. This was going to basically give the company revenue because people who had a loan could continue to pay off their loan, and those payments would go into the revenue of the company. But now that there is no lending business and they are just going to do this set-off treatment, that's a lot of money that we are not getting. And also with this plan, there is no securities business, which is another source of revenue that is not there. So really, there are just a couple ways this company can make money, and I've already kind of mentioned it: staking Ethereum, Bitcoin mining, which could do incredibly well, not saying it can't, it can do well, and also DeFi and venture capital and stuff like that. But we don't have that consistent ability to make money from the loan book and maybe even offer loans to other people, which would be really cool. So there are two major challenges right now that they need to overcome. The first is with the SEC. The SEC may just be like, we don't want this, and they may go to the liquidation, the orderly liquidation, and if so, then we'll go from there. I'll definitely let you guys know what happens. So this plan may get stopped before it even gets to a vote. The SEC needs to approve it and also give a letter saying that they're not going to come after you in the future. And also they need to get approval from New York State to give distributions to New York residents. So if the SEC shoots down this plan, or if we, the creditors, vote down this plan, then possibly they may need to get more bidders to compete for this orderly wind down. The issue right now is the orderly wind down BRIC, B-R-I-C. They are charging a lot of money in fees, and more so than what most people think they should be charging in fees, just to literally wind down, sell everything, sell all of our illiquid assets, sell everything, right? With the orderly liquidation, they are not going to be reinvesting into mining where the Fahrenheit plan is. So the liquidation, they're not going to be trying to take a company public, I believe. So we would be mining with the hardware machines that we have, and maybe in 4 to 6 years, those machines will become obsolete, and then that'll be it. But what is important is for creditors to be on the same page right now. So next month, there will be a mediation between EARN people, or the EARN ad hoc, and people that have a loan, because there needs to be a unified front. We can't be broken up and competing with each other here. But ultimately, guys, that's basically it. So I will be making a lot more videos about this because it's very important, especially when we figure out, do we want to vote in favor or not in favor of this plan? And again, it's really like, do we want more crypto up front, or do we want to invest into a company that could do really well in the next bull market, but will it do better than just holding Bitcoin ourselves? But companies like Riot and Marathon, Bitcoin mining companies, they did much better in the bull market than just holding Bitcoin. So there is that argument that if this company can do really well, then we could make more money investing into Fahrenheit and being equity shareholders than just holding Bitcoin. So anyway, guys, that's it. Just wanted to cover this video. I have been traveling a little bit, so that's why it's taken me like 2 days to make this. Hope this was helpful. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next video.